Hey, and put them on speakerphone. Like, if y'all don't have nothing to hide, then I mean, let me hear.
Oh, I can't. Well, I can't talk to you and them at the same time. That's why I'm emailing.
I know that's typical. Sounds like somebody's hiding something.
I just got an instant message, and they want to know where do you want to go for community care.
I've asked for Waco 1,000 times.
Wait,
If I live in Waco, why would I want to go community care in Denton?
I know. Okay. What kind of doctor you want to go to? Primary care, specialty care.
Everything, because the VA isn't providing anything for me. So everything that the VA is supposed to be providing for me, I want it in the community. That's dental and everything. Everything.
Okay, I'm letting them know. See what they say. Give me give them a few minutes to see what they can do.
Give them a few minutes so they can confer and play games. Because what they can do is hit the button on the computer and the options pop right up and they start working it out. Because this is nothing new, right? Y'all, they do this every single day.
Well, there's only certain people that can put in these referrals. Okay, she's working on. She said she's working on it right now.
Okay, but I'm saying they do these every day, right? This is what they do. This is their jobs.
Yeah, she's working on trying to get you your referral.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that they've practiced some kind of efficiency. They have some kind of system to make things run fast and not be time consuming. I'm gonna assume that's
I'm assuming the same thing.
okay. So when we wait all day long, then we're gonna assume there's something wrong, right?
Yep.
Or when they come back with all kinds of garbage excuses, we're gonna know something is wrong, right?
I don't know about the excuses because I don't know I don't really know this person, but I'm just gonna see what they say.
That is part of the VA's thing is excuses. They make excuses for each other's poor behavior and their own behavior rather than just tell the truth and admit and accept responsibility for their actions. The VA is more excuses there than there is people. Because every time y'all attack me, it's a different excuse about how it's my fault. Do you feel I've abused you?
No, I don't. No, you've been very.
Well, I talk to you just the way I talk to everybody else, and
I know
everybody else
you
says,
know.
"Oh, he's
No,
so aggressive. He's so abusive. He's so this. He's so." No, I tell the truth. Don't play
no,
games. Don't play games with me.
you're
And
not.
hey,
You're not.
and then I'm gonna treat you as nice as possible. But when you start playing games with me, then you get what you ask for. You don't get the kindness. You get the straight up, just straight interaction. Like no compassion, no kindness, no none of that because you abused it when you had it.
Okay. Okay. I just got a request to for you to be transferred to. Are you willing to be transferred
To who?
to Lamencia Hill?
Hell no. She is the head gaslighter. She is one of the main gaslighters there, and I will not be abused by her. I will not. If that's what they're forcing, then you can go ahead and hang up because we're done. And this is on video, and I'm proving that this is the case, that they want to transfer me to the head gaslighter over there, and they want to force me to play games and bow down. They're going to force me to accept whatever treatment that they want to bestow upon me instead of giving me what I paid for. Because I got a receipt. That's what my DD 214 is. That's a receipt for my care. I held up my end of the agreement, and y'all are defaulting. Y'all are reneging, a bunch of renegers on the contract.
Okay, I just got an instant message that said Gabe, the other advocate, was working on this, but he's out today. Does the patient want to wait for him? Did you want to?
I don't want to talk to none of the advocates because they're all gaslighting, liars, abusers. No. If you want me to talk to somebody, let me talk to the director. Otherwise, I'm not talking to who they want me to talk to because that's control. That's the game. And I'm not playing their stupid game. At all. Hi.
You need service?
Oh, no, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
You have a good day.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, the director is actually on the road today. He's going.
Excuse me?
I said the director's on the road today. He's going to the CBOX today.
So he doesn't have a phone?
I don't have access to his phone.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, though. I can talk to the director if they want me to talk to the director. It's who they want me to talk to, how they want to force. This is force. This is extortion. Racketeering. Because it's being done by force. If I don't talk to them, then I don't get nothing. That's force. I'm asking for what I earned. I'm asking for what you say you do. And I'm not being unreasonable. So you have no reason to deny me. No legitimate reason.
They asked me, did you want to reschedule primary care appointments so you can get the referral?
No, I asked for what I asked for, and that's it. If you don't want to give me what I asked for, then just say so, and we'll hang up. Then I'll go to the joint commissions, and I'll keep going talking to other people, and I'll keep calling people and recording and proving how gaslighting and Christianity and how the VA is not what it claims to be, how it's a farce, it's a criminal enterprise. There's more confusion there than, barrel of monkeys. And it's not so much confusion as it is organized confusion. Because all these people are supposed to be so smart. All these PhDs, they're so smart. They're so smart. But all these problems exist, all these things going on. But these people are so smart. So how is these things going on? But these people are so smart. And y'all got 8,000, probably 80,000 cameras there. And all these smart people. But all this crime going on every single day. Come on, man. Either you're in it or you're willfully being ignorant. Either way, you're involved. Simple. Because all this stuff doesn't happen, and you people claim to be so smart and to be, so how could I say? Protective. Big gates, police with big guns, all these Well, how is all this crime going on? How is this doctor lying in front of the police because that's what they do. That's what they do. He lied to him because he knew he was going to pick the ball up and run. Get him out of here. That's what was expected because that's what's been going on. That's what goes on. And the person he did it to, oh, he's on 90% of my paperwork that comes from the VA. He's generating all of the issues. Howard Boyer, racist cop, walks around with the t-shirt, says waterboarding instructor on your facilities, and y'all believe that that's acceptable? You have police walking around with basically a shirt that says, I am the teacher of torture. And that's acceptable? How is that acceptable? Do you feel like you could come in there with a I torture t-shirt?
No.
Well, your police do, and they feel that it's acceptable, that there's nothing prohibited them from doing that. So if your police captain does it, do you believe that probably encourages his subordinates to do whatever they want?
Well, my thing is that when people pay attention to what leadership does, all the way to the president of the United States. And so whatever happens at the top, it usually will trickle down into some form of fashion.
Yeah, exactly. So when you see,
but I don't get to interact with various disciplines because my job keeps me pretty much tied to my office, and so I don't get to see a lot of the stuff going around the VA.
That's a problem, and that's what I be trying to tell people in the community. Don't thank you for your service. Don't thank you for your service. Don't that's empty. That's nothing. If you want to show a veteran that you're concerned, you want to show that you're thankful for a veteran service, go to the VA and see how veterans are being treated and understand why 50 veterans a day kill themselves. It's not because of the streets. It's because of the VA. It's because the VA is not helping them. The VA is not helping them off the streets. The VA is not helping them with their substance abuse problems. The VA is not helping them with their financial issues. The VA is not doing anything for veterans, but being abusive. And the ones that accept the VA care are those who have either minimal issues or who don't know any better and know that the quality of care should be greater than it is. And they're just, happy to get whatever. Because VA healthcare it's third world, the third world treatment. I've been in hospitals, feces in the showers. I've been in hospitals. I mean, bugs all over the place. I mean, I've seen some disgusting stuff in these hospitals. So where are the employees? Who's supposed to be cleaning? What's going on here? Nurses, abusive. Because nurses want to make determinations on how much pain a patient is, experiencing. They want to disregard doctors' orders because they don't feel a patient requires the necessary medications. So they're hateful and evil to patients. I mean, I speak from experience. I don't speak just whimsically, just like whatever. No, I speak from experience. In your hospitals, after your doctor provided me with a heel lift that I didn't need, your doctor provides me with a defective knee brace, scratches my knee. I come back to your hospital. They don't treat the scratch. They give me a sleeve to put up between the brace and my knee to prevent further scratches. Okay, the scratches I already had became infected because that sleeve, all it did was stay sweaty. So I got a fungal infection. Came in months. I mean, week after week, I have this infection. Look at my knee. It's oh, it's simple swelling. You have to wait for your MRI. This is like October, something like that. They scheduled an MRI in January. So I'm just supposed to hobble around on my busted knee for months waiting for an MRI. Okay, so this infection progressed. Nearly septic. I almost lost my leg. Could have lost my life. Nobody's held responsible. They blame it on me. It's my fault. There's a bunch of liars there. I left the hospital because they weren't doing nothing for me, except for giving me a hard time, telling me I don't need pain meds. It's pus and blood leaking out of my knee all day and all night, but I don't need my pain meds because this old white lady, Mary, says that I don't need them because that's her determination. I don't know what college she went to, where she became a doctor, but all of a sudden y'all letting her make decisions regarding my health care. So if I can get up and get in a wheelchair and wheel down to smoke a cigarette 3 or 4 times a day, then I'm not supposed to be in pain according to her. I'm supposed to sit in the bed and suffer, listening to a bunch of garbage from the nurses and other patients. I'm supposed to do that all day because she says so, because that's what she feels. So after your hospital would do nothing for me, just letting me sit there and die, I left. I left because I begged and begged and begged for weeks. Send me to another hospital. If y'all ain't got no infectious disease department, so send me to another hospital. They refused. I left. I had a friend. She wouldn't let me stay out of the hospital. She made me go back to the hospital. So I go back to the hospital. 2 more weeks. Tests and tests and tests. This every single day. Blood. Culture this, that. Every single day. Another couple weeks. Begging to send me somewhere else. So I see this doctor that prescribed the knee brace and the heel lift. And I ask him, to get them to send me somewhere else. He says, oh, if they feel they can take care of it here, they won't do that. But I will tell you this. If you want to get out of here, pretend you have a problem. Pretend you're going to hurt yourself. Because they don't have a psych ward here. And they'll ship you out. And once you get out of here, then you can get the medical care that you need. This is your doctor telling me that is my best shot at getting medical attention. I gotta lie and tell him I want to harm myself. So your people give me medication, put me on an ambulance, send me to another hospital. I get to the other hospital, hey, they want a urinalysis. Okay, I test positive for I forget what it was. I think she called it an opiate or something. And it's the exact stuff that they gave me before I left. So now they don't want to give me pain medication because they say I'm a drug abuser. So now, hey, I'm there for a month. No pain medication, pus and blood leaking out of my leg all day, every day, all night. dying, hoping that I can get some attention. So I got to go through this garbage with the psychs because they want to be controlling and manipulating and all that kind of garbage. The psychs knew that he was just ambulated here for medical attention. As soon as I had my operation, which they delayed because of more VA games, as soon as I had my operation, they let me go. They put me out. So if I'm this mental problem, I'm this danger, why didn't they hold me? Why didn't they keep me?
I don't know.
Because it's not a problem. Because they want to control. The VA is garbage. The VA is trash. The VA has got trash, racist policies and a bunch of trash, racist administrators. The leadership is trash, bunch of racists, don't want to do right, who wouldn't know what right is if it kicked them in the face. People come to they don't come to the VA to do right. They come to the VA to control, to get paid to control. They don't care about veterans' health care. That's not, this is a business. We're milking the government, which is the people. We're milking the people, doing whatever we want. Because the people, they don't come in here to hold us accountable. The people just assume that we're doing what we say. When do you ever see the VA encouraging people to come in? Hey, come in and check us out. See our good works. See how we're improving the quality of life for veterans. Come and help us. Come and hang. No, they don't do that because they don't want to expose themselves. They don't want the world. They don't want the world knowing it's a criminal gang that abuses the people who they claim fought for their freedom. They don't want that. They don't want that known. Because that's when your foundation starts to crumble. When people know the truth. You can't stand on your lies. So that's what your people are standing on, lies. And then every day, something is plucked from your foundation. And soon, you're not going to have nothing to stand on. You're going to fall, and it's going to be your own undoing. You did it to yourselves. Because when you had opportunity to do right, you chose not to. Consciously. It wasn't like you didn't have an option. Y'all knew exactly what y'all was doing when y'all chose to do wrong. And you continue to do wrong, you're doing it willfully. And nobody twisting y'all arms. Nobody making y'all do nothing. Y'all doing it because that's what y'all want to do. Have I asked for anything unreasonable?
No, not to me. No, like I said, all I can do
So what would make you think that I've asked other folks for anything different? Because I've been asking for, hey, same thing. Send me to the community. Y'all say I'm violent. Y'all say I'm aggressive. I'm this, I'm that. Y'all afraid of me. Y'all call the police every time y'all see me with that. And not even see me. If you see my name, if they see my name, they call the police. I'm the nicest guy in the world. Nicest guy in the world. Until you do me wrong. Once you do me wrong, then all that kindness is gone. All that kindness is gone. And it's not that I'm going to be abusive. I'm just not going to be kind. I'm not going to be nice to you. So when they don't get the nice, then it's automatic abuse. It's automatic aggression because I'm asking for what y'all supposed to deliver. If you can't deliver, then get out. Because the same door that let y'all in will open up and let you out. Hey, let me know you want to leave. I'll come hold the door for y'all. Y'all can get out expeditiously. Hey, Lamencia Berry. Do you know Lamencia Hill
Hmm.
also goes by Lamencia Berry?
Yeah.
Like, why does Lamencia have so many different names? Because she goes by like another first name too. So like I research people on the internet and stuff because like y'all want to snoop into my business, y'all want to hack my phone. So I want to know some information too. Prior to me coming to Texas, I used to date a girl named Barry, and she told me she had people in Texas. So if I can make a connection between the two of them, y'all still wouldn't recognize the fact that she's done evil because she chose to, and that it was something other than the VA that motivated her to do evil. I mean, she's just doing basic VA evil, but I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure I can make that connection. I mean, and like in say like in court, I could infer, and then the jury would they would determine whether or not it's believable or not that that's the case. It doesn't have to. I don't have to prove it exactly. I have to make the solid connection, but all I have to do is prove that it's possible. That's all I got to do. In a civil case, that's all I got to. I got to prove that it's possible. And then with subpoena powers, oh, I can start really digging into people's business. Start really getting information, especially a lot of information that they don't want me to know, to prove my case and other stuff. So y'all handle it the way you want to handle it because basically, I've been over backwards trying to be nice to y'all, and y'all don't recognize the kindness. Y'all want to label it whatever you want to label it. I've been nicer to y'all than your mammies. I've been nicer to a lot of y'all than your mammies is. So, for y'all to call me mean and hateful, aggressive, violent, all garbage. Garbage. And let's say, for instance, a raised voice. You complain about my raised voice. Okay, so if you lie to me, you lie to uh my witness, you lie to each other, and you try to overtalk me, and that's how voices become raised because you want to overtalk someone, be dismissive. That's gaslighting. You want to tell your lie, prevent the truth from being told, and control the situation. You control the situation by doing right. See, that controlling, that's aggression. That's your aggression. Just because you smile while you tell your lies, you smile the whole time with the games, that doesn't mean it's not aggressive. That doesn't mean it's not aggressive. That just means you're good at playing the game. It means you're an excellent liar, an excellent criminal. That's all that means. And then, like, for some reason, like my witness the other day, like I tried to explain to her, like the crimes that y'all committed and all that. She says they're not criminals. They're not criminals. And I tried to explain to her, like, just because you haven't been prosecuted, just because they haven't been prosecuted, does not make them not criminals. See, when you commit a crime, that makes you a criminal. See, after being prosecuted, that makes you a convict. But they are criminals. They're in your hospital. And if your hospital was what it claims to be, there will be some convicts out of these criminals. But your hospital is exactly what I say it is. A bunch of lying, thieving criminals who will do anything to protect the order. And the order is racist garbage. We're going to enforce this racist garbage no matter what. And we are a machine. We will roll over anybody that gets in the way. I've been dealing with this garbage for almost 20 years. You think I'm not smart enough to pick up on patterns? I don't pick up on names, courses of action. Come on, man. Yeah, y'all treating me like I'm on your level. Like I just sit and do whatever I'm told to do. No. See, I think because I'm allowed to think. VA employees aren't allowed to think. You do what we say. So they disregard veterans' rights, disregard what they know to be right for the sake of the job. So you become abusers. Isn't that like Jesus and the 30 shekels? Y'all selling out. Bunch of sellouts for the dollar. Your brother doesn't mean nothing to you. That Christianity, all that, y'all fake. All that's fake. Because if you're not doing what you say you do, you fake. And all that mumbo jumbo and all that stuff is fake. Trying to cover up for the fakeness. Trying to smooth out the fake rough edges. Trying to make it appear, kosher. Yeah, y'all fake, man. And Lamencia and whatever other administrator that's listening in the background, y'all a bunch of liars, a bunch of criminals. I can prove it. And you better check on the separation of church and state because your SLICO is an archaic Christian animal. I can prove where he's abused his position multiple times. I can prove where y'all been gaslighting, using extortion. It's either take what we give you or nothing. Deny me health care. It's racketeering. So your DBC, Disruptive Behavioral Committee, and your ETAT, Employee Threat Assessment Team, work in cahoots. So that's this psychiatrist SLICO and y'all police chief Carnes, another criminal. Hey, Lemencia, speak up. Let's tell the truth. How many times have I begged to speak with your supervisor? Spoke with your supervisor one time, and he told me a bunch of lies. He told me that I was going to receive assistance. Nothing. Nothing. So I'm only allowed to speak to your supervisor one time? I'm not allowed to update him on the fact that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing? I'm not allowed to tell him that you've been abusing me and continue to abuse me? Why can't I speak to your supervisor?
He's not on the line.
Y'all can say whatever you want to say, man. Because I can't trust nothing y'all say. Y'all don't ever tell the truth. And it's not about being on the line. All you got to do is push a button and she can hear. I know how y'all do. I'm not stupid. These people are not going to allow you to talk to me and not hear what's going on. They're not going to allow you to let me just keep talking and not know what's going on themselves. Ain't no way that you emailed other folks and let them know that I'm on the line and I'm asking for help and they not putting their big noses in it. Ain't no way. Because I'm not stupid, man. I know how y'all do.
No, I sent a team message. Nobody's listening.
Okay, so why ain't I getting help then?
I told you what they said, and you said that wasn't good enough. So
and I told you what they were doing.
I know, but I'm just telling you that that's all I can do is ask for guidance and assistance, and then I tell you what they say. I can't do anything.
Do you know what hobblers are?
A hobbler?
Yeah.
No.
It's a device to bind the horse so that he can't run away. So it's basically a hindrance, you know. It's like they put on the car, the club or the whatever that the thing they put on the wheel.
Yeah, I got a club.
That's what no, not the steering wheel. The thing they put on the outside wheel, the exterior wheel.
To keep the car, keep the car from moving.
Yes, that's like what a hobbler is. Okay, so basically, that's what they do. They're hobbling y'all, preventing y'all from helping me, and then y'all make all these excuses. Oh, well, I can't do this. We can't do that. If y'all wanted to, y'all could. If y'all wanted to, y'all could. Y'all don't have no limitations except for the ones you make for yourselves. Because y'all got $1 billion budget, 1 billion people working for you, and it's supposed to be, allegedly, a plethora of geniuses there. So, hey, y'all got all these computers, not the sky's the limit. So when y'all say y'all bound and y'all limit this, y'all made that limit. Y'all made that.
Well, the thing is that, regardless of whether you're in the government or wherever, there are the policies that we have to follow, rules and guidelines and laws.
Y'all haven't been doing it.
No, but I'm just telling
you don't, it's not pick and choose what you want. It's follow all of them to the T.
But what I'm saying is that every discipline has parameters and boundaries, and I'm not a medical doctor, so I can't order stuff because that's not within the realm of my job description. And that's what I'm saying is that all I can do is what what I'm allowed to do within my job as a chaplain in the VA. I can't make anybody do something else. All I can do is ask or help or advocate for a patient for whatever it is that they're trying to get, and hope that whoever is on the receiving end of whatever I'm requesting will be able to do whatever it is that needs to be done. That's all I'm saying. I can't make another provider or another person within the VA do something that they are unable or unwilling to do.
So it's 2025. The world is still celebrating Columbus Day. Do you think that's gaslighting? Because they even teach in the schools that Columbus wasn't the first. Columbus wasn't this, Columbus wasn't that. But they still keep pushing that narrative on us. So you're going to tell me that that's not gaslighting?
I'm not saying anything about a federal holiday. Again, I don't have anything to do with any of that. It's beyond my job description. But I know that history is planted, period. It's, depending on who's telling the history, it's going to be whatever it is that they want that narrative to be.
Ever.
I know, that's just the reality because we live in a fallen world.
Controlled by who?
Whoever's in control.
Well, I mean, look at the heads. Look at them. What they look like. Howdy Doody. Peter Griffith. Opie Taylor. Even Barack Obama looked like the Invisible Man. So, come on, man. Y'all need to quit. Y'all need to quit. For real. I'm not getting any assistance here. Basically, I've wasted like an hour begging for help, and the VA is determined to refuse to help me. You spoke with Lamencia Hill. She could have provided assistance. She could have said, "We'll connect him to this, do that, do this, get it taken care of." She chose not to because she's a racist, lying hater. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang up. Let you get back to whatever it is y'all do over there, because whatever it is, it's not helping veterans. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Hey, you see that? Nothing. These niggas don't want to do nothing right. Not nothing. VA is trash.